A quiet village in Mathura. 10-year-old Varsha dreams to have a better future.
बड़े होके मैं टीचर बनना चाहती हूँ। जैसे हमारे टीचर सबको पढ़ाते हैं ना प्यार से, ऐसे ही मैं बड़े होकर टीचर बनकर सबको प्यार से पढ़ाऊंगी। मेरी 3 बहनें हैं और मेरा एक भाई है। मैं उनमें सबसे छोटी हूँ।
The Akshay Patra midday meal encourages children like her to go to school every day.
मिड डे मील का खाना ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है। अच्छा खाना मिलता है तो पढ़ाई भी अच्छी होती है।
Food and education. 2 things no child should ever be deprived of. This thought alone fueled the creation of the Akshay Patra Foundation. A not-for-profit organization based out of Bengaluru, India, the Akshay Patra Foundation provides nutrition-rich midday meals to government and government-aided schools. What began in June 2000 as a dream has today grown to a movement that feeds thousands of underprivileged school children across India every day. A civil engineer by qualification from IIT Mumbai, Madhu Pandit decided to become a full-time missionary member of ISKCON. It was his vision that initiated the Akshay Patra program to provide midday meals to underprivileged children in government-aided schools across the rural districts of Bangalore.
When we started in 2000, the government midday meal scheme was not there. So it was something, that vision that we had was not materially calculatable, like how we are going to do it. But we had this faith, just like this Akshay Patra. And it was a great opportunity when one day Mohandas Pai walked into my office and he told me, Swamiji, you are feeding so many people who are coming to the temple. Why don't you feed the children who are really in need of it in the nearby schools? So our desire for Annadana, which is our philosophy, which is our tradition, India's tradition, matched with a real social need, which was pointed out by Mohandas Pai. And then I told him, I'll do it provided you give me a vehicle. He said, yes, I will give a vehicle, come and take it. That's how the Akshay Patra began.
The response from these schools was overwhelming. The foundation began to aggressively push forward to reach out to as many schools as possible. Realizing that they alone could only touch limited lives, they expanded their reach through partnerships with public and private bodies. But these midday meals go much beyond providing nourishment. They give children the opportunity to overcome the limitations of hunger and focus on what they can achieve as individuals. They give them the opportunity to dream.
अक्षय पात्र मिड डे मील प्रोग्राम ने हम लोगों की बहुत हेल्प करी है, क्योंकि स्ट्रेंथ जो है बच्चों की वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ हुई है। इंक्रीज़ का मतलब आप ये कह सकते हैं क्योंकि खाना इतना टेस्टी और इतना अच्छा आता है, तो बच्चे एक मेन मोटिव बना के आते हैं, हाँ आज हम लोग ये खाना खाएंगे। तो खाने की वजह से आते हैं, वो काम हमारा है कि हम उन्हें कैसे स्कूल में रोकते हैं। वो स्कूल में आते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, वो एक सपोर्ट मिल रहा है उन्हें कि हाँ खाने की वजह से भले ही आ रहे हैं, बट वो एक बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट है कि बच्चे यहाँ आके पढ़ते हैं।
Chanchalapati Dasa, a dedicated member of the ISKCON movement, comes with a background in communication engineering. He currently serves as the vice chairman of the foundation and tirelessly works to implement Akshay Patra's vision.
I have come across one particular child. The child wanted to be in the school. So the child, after a few days, went back to the father and said, there is a meal being provided in the school. So the father said, all right, if you're going to get one full meal, you can stay in the school. So he stayed back in the school, passed his 8th, 9th and 10th, and then he went on to college. And then he did his engineering. And when we met him years later, he was a software engineer in Hindustan Computers Limited. Just imagine at 8 he would have dropped out. But the meal program kept him in the school and he became a software engineer.
They believe that one wholesome meal a day can make all the difference in motivating children to pursue an education and create a brighter future. Over the years, the initiative has received significant support in its endeavour from the central government and various state governments in the form of grain and cash subsidies.
Best part of the Akshay Patra is that the quality and the way of preparation of the meal and the nutrition value and the acceptance, all things have been wonderful, and they are very acceptable to all the ideas and all from the other parts and from the administration. They are partnering us well in this MDM scheme which is run by the government. Every morning we are getting a sample checked by me and some of the other officers also to check on the quality and the nutrition value of the food.
If you see our experience in Mathura, the Akshay Patra is doing wonders. I mean, I'm here in the district for last 7 months. They are doing a great job, and in last 7-8 months we have not received a single complaint against the Akshay Patra Foundation. They are covering almost 2,100 schools in Mathura district, and in those schools almost 1,75,000 students, they are getting a very high quality of nutritional food through Akshay Patra.
The foundation also relies largely on corporate funds, philanthropic donors and volunteers to help run its massive operation. One such helping hand was Mohandas Pai, who donated its first vehicle to transport food to schools during its initial run at Bengaluru.
We decided that no child should be deprived of education because of hunger, because we wanted to send a message to everybody that a child and a child's education is the first thing that society has to do, and for that there should be no hunger in our society, and hunger should not be a barrier for the child to get education, because the child grows up, the big asset the child has, as to all of us, is education, and for that food is essential, because if you are hungry and you are feeling the pangs of hunger, you can't go to school and get educated. We've seen in many schools children fainting because of hunger, children not paying attention, children listless with no energy. So the most important thing was this. So we came up with this byline, and we have used it, and it's something that inspires us every single day. By 2020 we'll reach 5 million, and by 2030 we'll wind up the program, because by 2030 we are not able to solve the problem of hunger in this country. Then there's nothing anybody can do, even God can't help us. So we said we must end this program where no child will be deprived of education because of hunger by 2030.
In July 2004, the Akshay Patra Foundation partnered with Mrs. Sudha Murthy, the chairperson of Infosys Foundation, and began a midday meal program in Hubli, Dharwad.
Just they started midday meal, and I was fascinated by that concept of midday meal. So once I went to them and I told, is there any way we can associate? I come from a place known as Hubli. I said, why can't you start this midday meal kitchen in Hubli, because many people will be benefited. And they said, if somebody builds a kitchen. I said, okay, I will build the kitchen. I feel very nice, because I have seen the statistics of many states. Wherever there is a midday meal, the dropout rate is less, children will be healthy. You can see the results after 15 years. May not be immediately. There will be strong body, strong mind. So I felt it is very nice. Danam priyavak sahitam, shraddhahi danam, ashraddhahi nadanam. This is told in our Kathopanishad, Taittiriyopanishad, how one should live in life. He says, when you have money more than you really require, then dana is the only solution. And dana should be done, or the donation should be done. Philanthropy should be done with at ease, not that I gave, I have to talk. It should be as easy as what you breathe, as easy as you drink. And when you give, you should give with a good intention. Danam priyavak sahitam. Shraddhai danam. Believe what you do is the right thing, and then only you should give.
Today, after a grueling 15 years, Akshay Patra brings wholesome meals to 1.58 million children in 24 locations across 10 states of India.
See, the children at that age, they don't know the value of education. And especially, if the parents don't have that value, for them the immediate need is more important. they'll send the children to work somewhere to add income to the family. So this Akshay Patra meal that comes to the school attracts the children to school. I think the achieving a figure of 1.5 million children per day itself is a demonstration not only to Akshay Patra organization but also to the government and donors that big problems of this society, which are of big scale like hunger among school children, can be handled by a private-public partnership.
I think we built a fabulous organization which feeds 1.5 million children today and which will cross 2 billion meals possibly this month or the next month.
Coming up, with meticulous planning and the smart use of technology, the Akshay Patra Foundation's kitchens run like clockwork. Food safety and timely meal delivery are unshakable norms. Leelavati shares how cooking in the Akshay Patra kitchen gives meaning to her otherwise mundane life. Expanding the meal delivery network would have been impossible without the right support. Committed volunteers reached out in time to help the Akshay Patra Foundation take its mission to the next level. The kitchen staff is an integral part of this seamless meal delivery system. Leelavati is one such vital member. Leelavati works as a part-time maid to financially support her ill husband and 2 children. But it is her work at the Akshay Patra kitchens that gives her satisfaction. She says that meals she cooks are served at the school where her son studies. So she feels personally connected to the foundation and to the midday meal program.
ನಮಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ 2 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಇಸ್ಕಾನು ಅಕ್ಷಯ ಪಾತ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಸಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಊಟ ಬಡಿಸ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ಥರ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ಕಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀಟಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ತರಕಾರಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿ ನಾವು ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
The Akshay Patra Foundation's kitchens run like clockwork. Food safety and timely meal delivery are unshakable norms. It all begins at 12 a.m. with the pre-cooking shift. Vegetable and spices are sorted into desired quantities. Ingredients are brought fresh every day and cleaned thoroughly with potable water before they are cut.
Well, as the Director of Operations, the first concern for me is really about food safety when we are cooking in such large volumes and we are cooking for a population which is very sensitive, which is children. So a lot of our operations is designed to ensure that we maintain our food safely through and through the chain.
The next stage is cooking, which is done according to a standardized cooking process. These state-of-the-art kitchen units are armed with the required cooking equipment.
This includes containers used for transporting the cooked midday meals to school.
Trained cooks and production supervisors oversee these kitchens to make sure that everything runs smoothly and that sanitation standards are maintained. The cooking comes to an end at 7:30 a.m.
And then of course the third section after the cooking is over is the packing. So where all of this food is packed into standard containers and then the food is then transported and loaded onto the vehicles which further take it away to the school. The good thing about this particular process is the food is practically untouched by human hand.
The cooked food is then packed in sterilized containers that keep the food fresh. The midday meal finally reaches eager children through customized delivery vans. Basavraj drives a customized van and covers a trail of 30 kilometers each day.
ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೋಗಲಿ ಪ್ರಭು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಒಂಥರ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಓಡಿ ಬಂದು ಶನಿವಾರ ತುಂಬ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಬನ್ನಿ ಬೇಗ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ.
He has been a proud member of the Akshay Patra workforce from the past 11 years.
ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟಕರವಾದಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ರೇಯರು ಯಾವತ್ತೋ ಒಂದಿನ ಗಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು ನಮಗೆ ಆದಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಇದನ್ನು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಊಟ ತಲುಪಿಸೋದು ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಗಾಡಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾಡಿನೇ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಊಟ ತಲುಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಊಟ ಅಂಬೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ.
Today we are having about 24 kitchens across 10 states of India, and we are serving about 1.5 million children every day. Distribution vehicles which carries the food to the schools. Each vehicle will carry the food to 25 to 28 schools. Each route will be operated by one vehicle, and each vehicle covers about 25 to 28 schools. In every school, the food is handed over to the school authorities, who will check the quality and taste of the food.
Apart from the sense of personal satisfaction that every member of the workforce feels, the midday meal scheme has had a profound, measurable impact on primary education in government-aided schools. There has been a significant increase in school enrollments and attendance, with fewer dropouts. Children eating the midday meals are healthier and have shown improvement in their academic performance. Sitting together to eat has also encouraged more socialization and a lowering of caste barriers.
Long ago there was an occasion very beginning when I visited some of the schools, the teacher would announce, all those from upper caste sit this side, all those from the lower caste sit this side. Now you go to the school, children are so enthusiastic, they all line up, caste everything they have forgotten. Everyone lines up together, gets the same meal, they all sit together and have a meal. So this is, I think, a very important factor. At that age, they all understand that we are all equal, we are all children, we are all children of God. So we should sit together and live happily.
The son of a factory worker, 10-year-old Vedansh nearly dropped out of school. Today, he can dream of becoming a dancer. Thanks to the Akshay Patra midday meal that kept him in school and made him focus his ambitions. There are many such children like Vedansh who want to dream.
We call this a very strategic intervention program. See, the government is spending crores of rupees on buildings, teachers' salary, benches, uniform, textbooks. But if the child is hungry, what will the child absorb in the classroom? So a small investment of a meal makes all of the other investment the government is making more productive. So it's a very important program.
The foundation has already served its second billionth meal and is still looking ahead. The target is to reach a mammoth 5 million children, just like Vedansh, by the year 2020. We too can do our bit and join in the movement by taking on the responsibility of feeding at least one child. After all, it takes only 750 rupees to feed one child for an entire year.
The word Akshay Patra is the name of the mystical pot described in Mahabharata, where Draupadi could draw unlimited food to feed any number of people.